Hello viewers and welcome to your Wednesday edition of Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Mowers and today we join you from the beautiful Walvis Bay Marina. Now we can literally smell that summer is here, which can be attested to by the weather. Now of course we are here to bring you the latest updates, and we are still buzzing from the Erongo Business and Tourism Expo, and wow, what an incredible event it was. Now today our spotlight is on Tutaleni Primary School, where Principal Neville Visagie took on an amazing challenge, that is walking all the way from Swakopmund to Walvis Bay in a bid to raise funds for the school's feeding scheme. Now out of the school's about 1,800 learners, there's a total of more than 600 learners that rely on a daily meal from the school's feeding scheme. Now we're going to take you through where we talk to him before the walk, where we talk to him during the walk, and then of course after the walk. Now also sticking with Tutaleni, we have a chat with Anna Nashikaku, who is a teacher at the school, and she talks to us about the clothing drive that they have and how this clothing drive is impacting the learners of the school. Now we also catch up with Sharon Roodt, who is the chairperson of the Joint Walvis Bay Residents Association, who shares the group's mission to restore pride, accountability, and better service delivery in the harbour town. Now you have to stay tuned as we bring you all of this right here on Erongo Talk. Now we kick off the news with some great news that is from the Erongo Business and Tourism Expo. Now according to the organizer, that is Desiree Stevens, the 17th edition was a huge success. Now it was a real high from the word go. Now the energy was contagious, and it's safe to say that all roads led straight to the Erongo Expo this year. Now it was one of the biggest and most vibrant events yet, bringing new partnerships, massive exposure, and an unbeatable platform for both business and tourism. Now she also shared that they already have 80 confirmed bookings for the 18th edition of the Erongo Business and Tourism Expo. Here's a quick highlight of what went down at the expo. Meanwhile, Deputy Minister of Urban and Rural Development, that is Evelyn Navases, has urged traditional leaders to respect their customary laws and promote tolerance in leadership matters. Now, speaking at a legal framework training workshop for traditional leaders and secretaries in Swakopmund, she explained that the ministry doesn't choose chiefs, but rather ensures that due process is followed before approvals are granted.
I also want to make it very clear to you all, my respected traditional leaders. The ministry is not in any way mandated by the law to choose for you a chief. That is a process that is entirely up to you as traditional communities to choose your own leaders as per your customary laws. As per your customary laws. What we are mandated is to verify whether you have followed and applied all due processes before we endorse or improve or approve your respective decisions. It is in that regard that I humbly appeal to you all, my respected traditional leaders, to show greater tolerance and the respect for your customary laws and norms. I hate to say this, but the notion of saying that our forefathers are turning in their graves seem appropriate to say at this moment, given what is currently happening within our traditional arts.
In today's print edition of Erongo, which you can find inside the Republikein, the Namibian Sun, or the Algemeine Zeitung, you can expect the following. Now, on our front page, meet the newly elected junior mayor of Walvis Bay, that is Sarajina Soba, and find out more about her plans and goals in this exciting new role. Now, we also update you on the $25.5 million Namibian Swakopmund pump station that is currently being constructed, and then, of course, the Tutaleni Primary School Strides for Food initiative, as well as something on the vibrant Matatura Cultural Festival that lit up Swakopmund over the past weekend. Now you have to make sure that you grab your copy of the Erongo, which you can find, like I said, inside the Republikein, the Namibian Sun, or the Algemeine Zeitung, or head on over to our website, that is at www.erongo.com.na, to find our digital paper or read more on the stories.
Looking for your next favorite show? Tune in and dive into the action, the flavor, and the stories that move you. Get moving with Flicks, where fitness meets fun. For the little adventures, it's active kids, energy, games, and endless excitement. And if you're hungry for ideas, What's Cooking serves up delicious recipes and kitchen tips you can't miss. Dreaming of your future? Career Chronicles brings inspiring stories from professionals shaping tomorrow. En vir die yongstes wat nuuskierig is, Blitsfokus bring jou vinnige, vars nuus en stories net daar waar dit gebeur. For the youth, by the youth, Generation C connects, inspires, and entertains. Don't forget to start your mornings right with Smell the Coffee, laughter, conversation, and your daily dose of motivation. Do make sure to catch the latest entertainment news with chill, culture, lifestyle, and stories from your community. And don't miss Sports Wrap, all the highlights, analysis, and unforgettable moments from the world of sports. Your favorite shows, your favorite stories, all in one place. Don't miss out. This is My Zone TV.
Now up next, we take a closer look at the Strides for Food initiative that is championed by Tutaleni Primary School, as well as hear what the joint Walvis Bay Residents Association has to say about their efforts to make a positive change here in our beautiful town of Walvis Bay.
The whole idea came about because of the need to raise funds. It's definitely a stolen idea, if I can put it that way. There's a similar campaign in South Africa, Strides, Blisters for Food, Blisters for Bread. So we called ours Strides for Food. The main aim is to raise funds for the feeding scheme. We have a lot of vulnerable learners at our school. Our school population, 1,680. And plus minus 635 learners are dependent on this feeding scheme, mostly from vulnerable homes. What we currently serve at the feeding scheme, the maize blend that is provided by the Ministry of Education. We have bread and fish that we get through Promised Land. So that is basically the menu as it is. We want to upgrade the menu a little bit and also see how we can upgrade the facilities in the kitchen to better serve these needy kids. So yes, and that's what the whole walk is all about. It's to raise funds for those needy kids so that we can put a smile on their faces. I want to start walking at 6. For now, the challenge is on the principal. There are so many parents and teachers and public that wants to join the walk, but for this year, next year it will be bigger and better. Everybody will be included that wants to join. For this year, the challenge is on the principal. The idea is to start at 6, and I hope, if all goes well, to be done before the lunch hour.
How can people pledge funds? How can the community get involved?
Yes, it's very easy. We have a flyer that is all over social media. You can contact the school, Tutaleni Primary School, or you can contact the principal directly, 081 4500-125 and get in touch, or you can talk to my secretary if you call the school's number, and then we can take it from there.
Final message from your side, Munir?
Yeah, this is an outcry to the corporates, individuals, businesses, stakeholders in education. Please come on board and support this very humble initiative. Thank you.
Aphrodite Beach, sir. How's it going?
Everything is still going well. The body responded well to the kilometers that I have covered so far. I still feel very good, a little strain on the muscles, but I'm going strong. I don't feel tired. It's probably the cause that I'm doing it for that is the motivation. I can see the finish line. So yes, I'm still 100% fine.
Awesome. Awesome, sir. Thank you.
It sounds a bit crazy, but it was not for fun. It was definitely for a very good cause. Strides for Food campaign. As you can see, we have a feeding scheme at our school, and the aim of the whole walk was to source funds for our feeding scheme so that we can upgrade our facilities and also provide the learners with a more nutritional meal on a weekly basis. Currently, they receive the maize plan from the Ministry of Education. Every week, there's bread and a bit of fish that we also get through Promised Land, and that is basically the menu. So we just want to add something more to the menu to provide more nutritious meals to the learners at least once a week, to deviate from the porridge and the bread so that they can also enjoy other foodstuffs. So that's basically the aim. We are doing it for those less privileged, needy kids. We have so many of them at this school. So as a principal, I felt it in my heart to embark on this initiative. And I walked the 35 kilometers, and I'm here now. I'm still fresh. I feel good. A little bit of soreness in the muscles, but I'm fine. As you can see, I made it. The walk was perfect because the weather was perfect. All along the way, what kept me going is that idea behind the whole walk, to do it for those needy kids. And I actually didn't even feel it. I didn't feel it. There were times that I took a jog because I felt it later on it seemed a bit easy. And as I'm saying, probably for now I don't feel it, but tomorrow or for the few days to come, I might feel the soreness in the muscles. But for now, I'm fine. Let me also take this opportunity to say thank you to a few of our sponsors that came on board. The biggest one, Manika Group, Mr. Ralph Reiters, and then Namport also, Mr. Cliff Shikwambi. Then we have Tatin Dume from Dume Trading Enterprises, Shop for Value, Mr. Michael. They always come through for us. This time again, they came through. So, yes, and there are still other donations in the pipeline. We have been contacted, but we haven't fixed anything yet. So, in terms of figures, I don't want to reveal too much, but we have made our target. The parents themselves, also thank you to the parents, because the parents came through. We asked for donations from the parents, $20 per child. So at school level, in-house already, I can tell you that we made about 20,000 just from the learners. So on top of that, we still got the donations from the few sponsors that I have mentioned, and others are still coming. Our Facebook page is a buzz. The school's phone is ringing. People are asking how, where, what can we do to contribute. So I'm so certain that we can easily reach 100,000 also. But I'm satisfied. I do not regret for 1 second taking on this initiative. It was for a good cause, and it was definitely a success. This will become an annual event. We already have Manika Group on board. We still need to have a meeting where we will discuss long-term regarding this initiative. This year the challenge was on the principal alone. There were so many people who wanted to join, family, friends, colleagues, parents who wanted to join in the work. But I told them that this year the challenge is on the principal. Come next year, we make it bigger, we make it better. That is where corporates can come in. They send 10 people, for example, to be part of the work, and then they pay, let's say, 10,000 or 1,000 per person. And that is how we are going to raise funds for the feeding scheme. So next year, definitely, we will be working in groups. Thank you again to those who already came on board. An outcry to the business community, individuals, stakeholders out there who see this broadcast, who follows our Facebook page, who followed Strides for Food walk today. Please give us a call. Talk to my secretary. You can call me also, 081-4500-125, and then we can engage and see how we can help a Namibian child.
We have so many, as I said, we are Tutaleni Primary, so we are in the heart of Tutaleni. So we have so many learners that comes from vulnerable families. Ne? And it's so sad to see how kids come beginning of the year and then they still have that same old, yes, it's probably still fine but you can see that it's, so I decided to ask my friends. It started very small. I asked my friends because we are a bit fortunate, ne? Our kids get new things every year, beginning, even though it's not old. So I told my friends, you know what? Let's gather all those things that our kids used last year and see how we can bless or put a smile on another child's face. So they gave me school clothes, friends, family. And then I told the colleagues, you know what? You all buy new things for your kids at the beginning of the year. Give me the things that they were using last year. So, and that is how the clothing bank started. So if I see a child has a need of shoes or socks, I will call him in or her in and I will say, listen, Tam, let's take out these old ones. And then we put, and it's not brand new, but you should see the smile on their faces. You should see how happy they are, how, man, they just want to go out and go show the others, especially if we have a transformation, if it's from head to toe, that is what gives me joy. As I said, we buy new clothes for our kids, our own children every year. So those old things that your children wore the previous year, please, you can bring it to school. It will put a smile on a child's face. Recently, we had a child that had a fire outbreak at their house that lost everything. So the school, learners, the teachers, they came on board. We could provide clothes for this child. So if our kids need everything. Any little thing is more than welcome. So they are more than welcome to even bring normal clothes.
And they can come drop it off here.
They can drop it off at school. We will definitely find somebody that needs it.
Sharon Roodt, welcome. Thanks for joining us for this interview. You're the chairperson of the Joint Walvis Bay Residents, or is it Ratepayers Association?
No,
Residents Association. Before we go into the details, just tell us a bit about who your association is and what you're all about.
Okay, the association has been existent for many years, but was not as active, and it sort of died in the years. And then in 2020, Buddy Bramwell, who is our current councillor, he decided to revive it, and he contacted a couple of people that he knew and he said, let's get this going, let's get this up and running again. We'd like to do something for our people in our town. And originally it was going to be the Walvis Bay Ratepayers Association, and I felt that ratepayers excluded a lot of people because not everybody is a homeowner. So we changed the word to residents. So that includes everybody that lives in the Walvis Bay enclave. The joint is because it is everybody. We are putting it out there. We are speaking for everybody and on everybody's behalf. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we started that, and I think it was a space of 4 months, and we had the elections, and we managed to get a seat.
Your vision, the association's vision for Walvis Bay, and what specific priorities will you pursue if elected?
Well, my personal vision is to get the smile back to our town. And to get that is going to be the hard work. Our team, our committee, and friends and members and are quite dedicated or very dedicated to what we want to do. And we want to ensure stability in our town. We want to ensure that the finances for which we pay are correctly used in our town. And we want to be the powers to be transparent and accountable on the governance of this town. It's important that it gets done on the right level because we are here, we are people, we the neighbours, we workers, the colleagues, whatever, of the people of Walvis Bay. And that's why we always talk about we are only accountable to the residents of Walvis Bay. So we don't answer to anyone else except what our residents need or want.
The association has been criticised for its lack of diversity among candidates. How do you respond and what steps are being taken to broaden participation?
Okay, if I may quickly read our statement that we put out, excuse the glasses. It's the allegations of this discrimination. And we acknowledge that our candidate lineup for the local authority elections in November this year has caused controversy, but categorically dismiss any allegations of a nationalistic agenda, apartheid thinking, or exclusivity. Such accusations can only serve to divide the Namibian nation. Therefore, we urge the public to exercise their sound judgment and check the facts first. The Joint Walvis Bay Residents Association is open to all Walvis Bay residents, as emphasised by the word joint. We have never and will never exclude anyone based on their skin colour. In fact, we recently pledged to work towards a council that looks like Walvis Bay without the potholes. That pledge stands, and we are actively working to reach more people from all walks of life and cultures. Our mission is to create a safe, healthy, and vibrant community where everyone can thrive. We are doing that by pushing for accountability in local government and fighting for municipal policies that safeguard our environment and empower the people, every single one in Walvis Bay. We're making efforts to reach all suburbs of Walvis Bay, and we will fight for their interest in everything we do. We will not, however, engage in baseless arguments or false accusations. By voting for us in November, you vote for responsible governments and a council that works for all residents in Walvis Bay. Yeah. So that's basically our bottom line. You know, we advertised because, you know, we're also not such a big association or group of people. And we knew we weren't going to get candidates because it's a very, very, very difficult job to do. And it's a job with a huge, huge, huge responsibility and time that's going to be given for free. Not getting, you know, we're doing it for the community. And to get somebody to stand up and say, I'm prepared to do that is actually more difficult than you would actually think. So we advertised and we asked for people that thought they had the ability to become a councillor to come in. We vetted them and eventually got the list together. We tried, but never got a response from the Swakopmunders or we did get it from Narrow, which I'm very pleased about. So that's you know what more must one do? You know, now that this thing is now being put out there, now we've had people now come to the party and say, I would like to be a candidate. Okay. I should have been there before when we asked, and now it's too late. So, you know, I can't apologize and say sorry because our list looks like that. That is what we could get, the best that we could get. And we sincerely believe that the ones that we have got are going to do the thing. They're going to be the hard workers, and we're going to fight for this town. Yeah. And that's the start. And everybody that's ever lived in Walvis Bay, somehow always come back again. I've had people that have been here in the 70s that have come back. And we're a new, absolutely unique community. The people are fantastic, and everything. It's just our town is suffering at the moment. But if we work together, we can get it where we want it, where we can be proud and say, yes, come to Walvis Bay, you won't regret it. Because we've got everything here. We've got the sea, we've got the desert, we've got the wonderful people, and I just want that back.
There should be a reason to smile.
There should be a reason to smile. That's right.
Sharon, thanks.
Thank you, Adam.
And that's it for your episode of Erongo Talk for today. You can always catch us again. That is on Friday. That is on oneup2.com or right here on NTV. That is DSTV channel 285 or GoTV channel 25. Now for Friday's episode, we are going to feature that is renowned musician Rian Smith, who talks to us a bit about coming home and making it louder. Now you can always check out our social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, as well as on TikTok for some behind the scenes content. Now until then, please keep safe. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Life is unpredictable and one needs to be protected against any eventuality. Get Santam legal access from as little as 50 Namibian dollars a month for when you find yourself in need of legal representation due to civil cases, criminal prosecution, and family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, and custody. It also covers labor disputes, disciplinary hearings, and unfair dismissal or retrenchment. With Santam Legal Access, you'll receive free legal advice on almost every legal aspect, whether the specific matter is covered by your policy or not. For true peace of mind and legal protection when you need it most, call us on 061 292 8000. Santam. This is freedom.